everybody, welcome to Ronline Report. Today's guest, you know him. He is the Rookie of the Year. He's a Texas Pro Champion. He's Arnold UK Champion. He is a new BSN athlete. Please welcome all the way from Dubai, Andrew Jacked. What's up, Andrew?
Yes, sir. I'm good, bro. I'm good. We good.
Yeah, congratulations on the BSN thing. And I want to start with that because, you know, you blew up this year. You were you still are a huge name. Everyone's talking about you still. And I was wondering when, you know, supplement companies must be blowing this guy's phone up. Everybody must be after him. You had offers from multiple companies, I'm sure of it. What made you decide to go with BSN?
I'm not gonna lie, you know, I had a whole lot of, you know, of companies. Even until now, I'm still getting more. But you know, I said to myself, and I said to very close people that I wouldn't sign until after the Arnolds, because I made a promise that you know, I'll win the Arnold, and I worked towards that and achieved that, and that was when I decided, yeah, now I can sign with a company. And BSN, the truth is that my first protein, which I started to take, I think in 2016, was Synta 6, and I fell in love with it. And because my stomach is so like sensitive, yeah. So I only go with things that goes well with my butt, with my stomach. I've tried. I think I firstly tried the Dematized ISO, but I got a whole lot of, you know, like bloating and gas and whatever. But when I tried the Synta 6 2016, I stuck to that, and that was what I've been using. Wow. Even like sometimes I do my daily, you know, like what I eat on a daily basis on YouTube. I even put it out there that this is the protein I'm using for my pancakes and whatever. That was like 2 years ago, last year, without even, you know, like talking to these guys. And when they came, I'm like, okay, cool. You know, we were going back and forth. And at the end of the day, we came to a compromise, and so far it's been good.
Yeah, wow. So you've been using their products long before they signed you. That's a cool thing, because, you know, people say, well, of course he's going to say he uses their stuff because they're giving him money now. They signed into a contract. But yeah, you got it on public record in your videos. You've been using this stuff for a while. Yeah,
and I remember the first time they, you know, like got in touch with me and we had the call. I told them, hey, I'm not saying this because of, to know, like rob your bags or whatever. This is what I've been using like for years. If you want, I can go show you my kitchen. And they're like, no. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this to rob your bags or get you guys to come. I've got so many people, like offers I have, it's crazy. Yeah. And some of the offers are just so tempting that I was scared. You know what I mean? Like some crazy offers, and I was so scared that, you know, it's not gonna last. But for me, I just it's not about the money for me. Yeah, I listen to my heart and I just like do it. And that's why I haven't signed with anyone long ago since I started. Not that I didn't want it to, but I just said to myself, it's not yet time. You know, I don't want to rush. I was just like being like patient, and we'll see where we go from here anyway.
Yeah, well, I give you credit for being patient, because a lot of people, for them, it is about the money. You know, they're broke, and if the first offer that came along, they would have been like, all right, sounds good to me.
No. I mean, I work. You know, all my trips, everything I've been doing, all my trip back and forth to the US with my girl and everything, it's paid from my pocket. You know what I mean? So I don't see the supplementing, like the sponsorship thing, like a big thing, you know. But you know, as an athlete, you just have to sign to a company. You know, you have to represent. You have to be a representative of the sport and an ambassador, and you know, like an ambassador. So, I mean, if even the footballers, like your soccer players, I mean, they are signed with huge amounts of money, but they still go for endorsement days and sponsorship days. It's part of the credential. It's part of what you have to do. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Well, it's refreshing to see BSN back into the bodybuilding industry, because I haven't heard much about them as far as being involved with athletes from our industry for a long time. But man, back in the day, they had Ronnie Coleman for a long time. They had Brandon Curry. They had Rolly Winkler. They had the late Dallas McCarver. And now I looked on their Instagram. I want to see who else they had. I saw they have Stanimal, Stan DeLongu, as their other open bodybuilder. But man, Andrew Jack, that's a big name. Congratulations to BSN for getting you too, man.
Thanks a lot, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So we were talking before we started recording. I hate when I can't pronounce people's names. It bothers me. Like Blessing's last name. I messed his name up. It's Awodibu.
Yeah.
Awodibu, but I was saying Awobidu, and people were saying, you idiot. So
on the
score sheets, your name is Chinedu is the last name they have for you.
Chinedu.
Chinedu. Oh, so that's all it is?
Exactly,
Chinedu?
Yeah, you got it right now. Yeah, Chinedu.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I was just saying Chinedu. I was putting the emphasis on the wrong vowel.
No, like
Chinedu.
in our dialects, it's a different meaning if you don't sound correctly. You know what I mean? Yeah. So So if you say it in another tone, it means a different thing entirely, and it can be insulting. It can be like infuriating and whatever. But you say it like correctly, it's a positive thing, and that's why. So,
but now you got me curious. What does Chinedu mean in your dialect?
It means God leads.
Oh, no, I thought it was an insult if I put the wrong emphasis. If I say Chinedu instead of Chinedu, I thought it was a swear or something, or an insult.
Yeah, it means God is leading,
God is leading. Okay, yeah. Cool names, man. But eventually I wonder if on the score sheets, eventually it's just going to say Andrew Jack. I wonder.
Yeah, I think that's
because everyone's looking at the scores. I'm like, who the hell's that? What's Andrew? It must be the same guy.
Yeah, true.
I
told them, but I told them, no, just put the right name there. It comes with some blessings, so it's good.
Yeah, there you go. Blessing. Another great Nigerian blessing. So I haven't talked to you since your Arnold UK win. First of all, congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
You already had you had your Olympia qualification already wrapped up from Texas. You didn't need to do anything else till the Olympia. But you had already committed to Arnold UK, right?
Yeah.
That was actually that was the target show all along, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. So now I got to be the jerk and ask you, I thought you were going to be a lot leaner for Arnold UK than you were in Texas. Don't get me wrong, you weren't out of shape. You were still lean enough to win. It was a perfect score. You beat everybody anyway. But
I'll be honest. Yeah. Like, I'll be honest. Like, ask me and I'll be honest. I'll give you an honest answer. Like, yeah.
What do you think you look? I mean, how different do you think you looked at the Arnold UK versus Texas?
Well, for me, in the Arnold, I think I looked leaner. I looked more shredded, that for sure. But there's this how I put it. There's this characteristics, same like high grain. When the more we get so shredded, the more it seems like we look flat. You know what I mean? Exactly. So I mean, I discovered this back in Ohio in the Arnold amateur. I was so shredded that I look flat. And that was, like a very big thing to figure out. And that's why for Texas, we didn't want it to go that full on Texas, because we were actually scared that, we might mess things up. But at the end of the day, it was good and successful. So we attempted that for the Arnold, and I think we learned something about my body. So moving forward, we'll now know how to push the body and how to go. And that was why even George said, okay, no, we'll call it a break here. We won't go this further. We'll just stick to this, just leave it at here, and we'll try to see what we can do heading up for the Olympia.
Yeah, because we keep throwing these numbers around, like you were 76% at this and that. I mean, it's so far, I think we've always said something like 75 to 80 for these two shows, that the pro shows that you won so far. So that leads me to wonder, are you and George holding 100% for the Olympia? Did you purposely not come into Arnold UK at 100? Because then you would have had to, had to hold that condition for another, what, like 4 months, 5 months, 4 months.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's a
So
long.
he was scared even that, wow, because it's the first time we're working together. It's the first time I've ever, like been through these streak of like shows, competing, cycles and whatever. It's my first time, and everyone is like, okay, let's just go nice and easy. And because I haven't even gone for any off season yet, you know what I mean? So we're like waiting, we're probably just going nice and slow, and probably after the Arnold, or after the
Olympia.
I mean, after the Olympia or after the Arnold's of next year, then we can go like for a long 8 months off season, so that we can each of us can figure out what works and what doesn't. You know what I mean?
So you've already decided you're going to do the Arnold USA next March again as a pro?
Yeah, of course I have to.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to. I mean, I know you have an automatic invitation to that because you won the amateur, for one thing.
Yeah. But that's why I'm just saying, after the Olympia or after the Arnold, we'll decide, when to go for the 8 months straight. But we'll see what happens leading towards the Olympia, and then we can decide, because then we can decide.
So, I mean, think about this. You competed in early March. So would you start your prep last January, or this January?
Well, for the Ohio.
How long have you been dieting? That's my question, because it's been a long year.
For Ohio, I think I think you know how long I dieted. Yeah,
was it like 8 weeks or something? 10 weeks?
No, it was 4.5 weeks.
4.5. Okay.
Yeah, it was 4.5 weeks for the Ohio, and for Texas, that was I mean, I had no off season even, because our sight and focus was for the Arnolds, and Flex called and said, hey, we're doing the Texas, and we will go for the Olympia. And I'm like, bro, come on, we're doing the Texas. I haven't even qualified, I haven't even won yet. And you said we're going for the Olympia. He said, Andrew, we're going to the Olympia and we'll see what will happen there. And I'm like, amen.
Right. Flex had
So
a plan.
immediately, even when he passed the news to George, he freaked out for the first time and be like, what? He's going to Texas? It's just it's close by. And George asked me, Andrew, are you sure you want to do the Texas Pro? But I'm like, well, if you say I can do it, I can. And he said, okay. So him and Flex, they came up with they did the whole stuff and everything. And I flew over to Vegas and we started, and we got things going, and it was good. Yeah. For the Arnold, everyone knew I was doing the Arnold. So the same thing happened. So
So I mean, I can't see you doing the Arnold next March again. I mean, maybe you will, but all these shows in a row. Because I mean, as good as you are now, I don't think this is your final form. I think you're going to get better than this. I think one really good off season is going to get you right where you need to be. That you need maybe another, I don't know, 8-10 pounds more muscle, and you're going to be scary.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the plan, because all along it was after the Ohio, then we'll take the full year off and get prepared for the Arnolds of next year to bring in a shocker. But along the line, I'm I saw the lineup of the Arnold UK, and I'm like, I think I'll go. I think I'll hop in. And Flex now said, okay, you're doing the Texas Pro too, and I'm like, shit. No, so everything. I mean, God has the perfect plan. When God does his thing, we just can't do anything. You know what I mean? So and everything went so well, unexpectedly. I never expected that, I'll be going for the Olympia this year. No, it wasn't even in my plan at all.
So I didn't realize this. Your original plan was not to do any pro shows until next year.
Exactly.
Wow.
Was to just go off this year And next year, Arnold will bring in a shocker like Roddy Holman in 98.
Yeah. Huh.
And
so I'm confused about the body weight thing, because I remember in Texas, I thought you said you were 292. I know it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you really weigh.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
But what were I'm just curious, what was the weight difference between like Arnold Amateur, Texas Pro, and Arnold UK, if you can remember?
Yeah. Like I said, for the Ohio, I lost some where we're trying to like shred me properly down. I lost some muscle mass. So I was 272 on stage.
Oh, wow.
For Ohio, and I was 292 on stage for Texas. And for UK, I was the 290s range, because we stopped checking the weight, I think like 10 days before the show. Yeah. Judge said, hey, no more scale, stop, like no more updates of what you weigh or whatever. But I believe I was in the 290s range.
Okay.
Still, yeah.
So you're in Dubai, you're from Nigeria, you compete in the UK. I want to know, is the USA the only country that still uses pounds for body weight?
Honestly, yes.
Really? So everyone else you talk to, you give kilograms for your weight?
Kgs, yeah.
Wow.
Kilos.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? They tried to turn the US to the metric system when I was a kid back in the 70s, and it was met with so much resistance. It was like they were trying to turn us communists or something, and it just never happened. Yeah.
Only the US is lacking behind. Like everyone in Europe and in Africa and Asia, everyone is kilograms, like kgs, kilograms, except US pounds. I'll be like, okay.
And like temperature, what's the temperature today in Dubai?
I think it's starting to ease down a bit. Because it's October. It's October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May is pretty good. It's pretty good to come into town. It's about 20, 24, 25 degrees now. Windy is good.
What is that? 24, that's Celsius, right?
Yeah.
Again, I think Celsius, we're the only country that uses Fahrenheit.
The Fahrenheit, yeah. So it keeps dropping and dropping, so it's good.
Yeah. I want to know, how was that? You had a huge show over the weekend, Dubai Muscle Show, where tons and tons of people from the industry all over the world came. You obviously you're in Dubai all year. What was it like having so many of the rest of the world in the industry of bodybuilding and fitness right there in your backyard?
To be honest, I didn't attend the show.
Wow. Huh.
To be honest, yeah. Like even probably, like he bested me and said, bro, why didn't you come to the show? And I'm like, bro, man, like I've got too many things on my plate. Yeah. So yeah, but I just felt, it was a good show, like no doubt, but I just, I wasn't like feeling it, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you're trying to prep for the Olympia. You would have been, thousands of people would have been coming up to you. Everybody wants to take a picture with you. Everybody wants to talk to you. And you've only got so much time and energy, and you're trying to win. You're trying to do your best at the biggest contest in the world, which you didn't even plan on being a part of this year. You must be pretty surprised you're in it too. Considering we're at the end of October, 6.5, 7 months ago, you were an amateur. And now you got 2 pro wins and you're headed to your first Olympia. It's been quite a crazy year for Andrew.
Yeah, I got 1 pro win and I got 1 Arnold Classic win. And so, to be honest, I look at the trophies and I have no idea what they are. Like, honestly, bro, like I have no idea. And someone says, bro, but you're an Arnold Classic champion, right? And I'm like, I don't know. He said, bro, after the Arnold Classic is the Olympia. And I'm like, I have no idea. I have no idea what those things mean. I just know I won, like in a competition where it was tough and we had to drill ourselves, like work our way up to the top, and that's it. But for the trophies and the rest of them, honestly, I have no idea because it just came like so fast,
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because a year ago, you were just this guy in a lot of YouTube videos, awesome gym physique. And people were like, he probably would do well in a competition, but maybe he just looks good in the gym, put him on stage in trunks and maybe he's got a horrible physique. We don't know. And, you know, that's 9 times out of 10, that's how it goes, is the guys who look great in the gym and in YouTube, they get on stage and they get killed. They don't look that good because they just don't have the right aesthetics for the stage. But you're one of those rare few that it actually carried over to the stage quite well, obviously.
Yeah, true. Like, this is the only sport I decided to go professional. I've done so many sports. I've done MMA, I've done kickboxing, I've done karate, I've done so many states, taekwondo, like so many sports. Played soccer, football, sprints, everything, like you name it. But this is the only sports. I've even done what's it called? This sport that is very funny, CrossFit.
Oh, CrossFit.
You know, but
I'm not laughing at CrossFit because my wife did CrossFit for 10 years and I went to big competitions, the Northeast regionals for the CrossFit Games. And I saw them do insane things. Like the first day, the first thing they had to do was walk up and down the length of a football field on their hands. And they nobody told them they had to do that. And, you know,
that's what I said, it's funny.
No, it's tough. It's bodybuilders make fun of it. And I say, you know what? You couldn't do it. Trust me, you could not do it.
No, it's bro, like I've been there, you know, like looking back, I'll be like, it's funny, but it's crazy. It's very tough. But that's why I said, this is the only sport I decided, you know, like I made up my mind to go professional.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, obviously, it was the right choice. I mean, out of all the other things you tried, which one do you think you might have been a good professional at?
I think any of them. I think any of them, because it's just about putting your mind into it and making it happen and loving it.
Sounds like you just have amazing natural athletic ability too. You put that together with a work ethic and good coaching and forget about it. It's all end of story. So let's talk a little bit about the Olympia coming up. I think as we speak, it's 7.5 weeks away, something like that.
Okay, sir. The Olympia, exciting.
Man, so obviously this is the most exciting Olympia we've had in years. And a big part of it is because we have guys like you, we have guys like Blessing, Samson. There's a lot of first timers that we've never seen on the Olympia stage before. And usually those guys don't even get a look, but we have some really good first timers making their debut like yourself, where we're expecting you to get a really good look. I can't just say, are you excited? Obviously you're excited, but have you been like thinking about it, dreaming about it every day and night since you qualified? No?
Like, honestly, I see all the competitions as the same. I see them as the same. Like for the Ohio, the amateurs, so my first ever show, I saw it like the same for the Texas. I saw it like the same, Arnold, the same, the Olympia. I see everything like the same. Like you're going to compete, you're going to fight, you're going to, you know, like battle.
Yeah.
You know, so I saw the same. I don't say like a special thing there.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm going to have fun as usual.
Okay. So I guess the other aspect that we need to address is, how much leaner are you going to be for the Olympia? How much do you plan on being lighter, leaner? What's the plan, the game plan that you and George have? Because the Olympia is obviously, that's the elite. That's the very best of the best of the best. Big Ramy, William Bonac, Brandon Curry, Nick Walker, Hunter. It's going to be a crazy competition. So what is the game plan for you?
Mine, I just go with the flow. Whatever they have, I go with it. I don't like question them.
Okay.
You know, like about this or this. They are professionals in their field, and mine is just to tag along, and that's it. Yeah. So, but at the same time, I'll always give them, you know, like feedback on how responsive my body is, because no one knows myself like myself. I'm the architect.
Yeah.
And I'm the engineer of myself while they are the architect. You know what I mean? So whatever like goes wrong, I have to know and I have to tell them. And that's it. So yeah. You
actually are an engineer, aren't you?
Yeah, electrical engineer,
Yeah, thank you. I wonder why you were saying engineer instead of architect, and that's why. Yeah. I'm curious, when was the last time you actually worked in engineering?
I think when I came back from the UK, because I had some, I had some leftover jobs that I needed to do. So for like 2.5 weeks, I was really into, like getting things done so that I can be free for the Olympia. And I just got everything done, and I didn't, accepted any other contractual jobs until after the Olympia so that I can focus.
Yeah, I mean, imagine trying to do all that. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, I only ask about all that because I have a son-in-law who's got a civil engineering degree. He's never worked one day in engineering. He's had all these other jobs. I'm glad to see you actually use your degree at least. Man. So I guess I'll let you go because, man, you've got some work ahead of you. It's exciting. You're one of the big names that everyone's waiting to see you on the Olympia stage, because we've seen you next to some good athletes, but we've never seen you next to the best of the best. It's going to be a crazy show. I mean, everybody's excited about this Olympia, and it's back in Vegas too.
Yep.
That's like your home away from home when you're in the US, right? Vegas.
Yeah. Because like it's just a stone throw away, because it's Planet Hollywood. Yeah, it's on the Strip. While I'm just there in Tropicana, so it's okay.
Yeah. You never went to it when it was at the Orleans, right?
No. No, but I stay close to there though.
Okay. Yeah, because it's great to be back on the Strip, because I remember trying to walk from the Orleans to Strip once, and it was like an hour. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
what the hell I was
like it's when you can actually see the buildings, but at the moment you start like walking, it takes you ages.
It's like an illusion. You keep thinking you're getting closer, and like you never get any closer. Yeah. So people don't, especially if it's 100 degrees out, don't try to walk.
No.
Well, you're used to the heat. You're from Africa. You live in Dubai, so the heat shouldn't bother you too much. But I think it'll be cool.
Actually, no. Like back home, the maximum temperature we have where I'm from is 26.
Oh, really? It doesn't get that hot?
Yeah, it's pretty much cooler. Like the first time I even came to Dubai, I was like, "What the hell is going on here?" But over the time, we got used to the heat and everything, because one is just from your car, it's AC, to the home is AC, to the gym is AC. So you barely touch the heat like a bit, even. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nobody goes outside over there, right?
No, people do, except we blacks. No, blacks, we and the sun, we are not friends. But the white guys, like you guys, you guys like go out to tan. Even my girl also, she goes out to tan, and I'm like, well, I'm indoors, no problem. Go do your thing.
Oh, I'm saying, because I've heard like Kuwait, it's so hot most of the year that they don't go anywhere. They go to the gym or the mall. They don't ever go outside if they can help it. They just run to the car and run back and forth, because I'm going to use
over there. Over there is very worse. Over there is worse, because even the government will put out an announcement that, hey, there's a heat wave. No one should go out.
Yeah. Well, I hate to break it to the world, but the whole world's going to be like that in 20 or 30 years. It's going to be like a furnace, because we got this global climate change warming crap going on. We had the hot. I don't know if you know the U.S. We broke like every temperature record for heat in every city in the U.S. this summer.
Oh yeah.
Some of these records were like 150 years old. So
shit.
It's really getting hotter. We can't deny it. Anyway, enough about the climate, man. So Andrew, congratulations on the BSN thing. That's great. It's good to see BSN back, and good that they're associating with champions like yourself again, because they were a huge company in our industry. I'm glad to see them back. They're choosing the right people, clearly, to represent them. So man, it's exciting to see what you guys, the partnership, brings about, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you on that Olympia stage, Andrew.
Yes, sir. Just stay tuned, bro.
And everybody, it's Chinedu, not Chinedu.
Exactly. Yep. 100% now. You got it right. Yes, sir.
Messing it up for this whole year. But thanks for correcting me. I appreciate it. All right. Well, Andrew, best of luck in the prep, man. I want to see you at your best ever on the Olympia stage. I want you in that first call out. I want to see this Olympia just on the edge of my seat. It's going to be cool. So
first call out. Amen.
Yeah. All right. Well, best of luck with the next few weeks of prep. And thanks for talking. And everybody, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. do all that good stuff, turn on your notifications. This has been the Ronline Report with Andrew Jacked. We'll see you next time.
Yes, sir.